All right, now let's do an example. So here we've got the equation of an ellipse. You could tell that it's an equation of ellipse by the form, right? So we've got 1 and we've got some variable over 25 and another variable squared over another number, right? So now also keep in mind that the form is always y minus k and x minus h. So the subtraction is important. If this was a plus, then we would know that h is -3. If this was a plus, then we would know that k is -2. But since they're subtraction, we know that h is 3 and we know that k is 2. So we know the center of this ellipse is located at what? 3, 2. Okay. Now also, we also know which is the major axis. So since the larger number here is beneath the variable y, we know that this is going to be your a squared. So this is a squared, and this has to be b squared. So that means a is equal to 5, and b is equal to 4. Okay? And now c, again, c squared is equal to what? A squared minus b squared. And so it's going to be what? 25 minus 16, which equals 9, which tells us that c is equal to 3. Okay? All right, cool. Now, what do they want? Okay, so we got the center. Now they want what? They want us to identify the foci, right? So the foci, remember, that's our C, right? That involves our C. C is 3, and this is a major, the major axis is vertical, which means the foci is vertical also on the major axis. So that means what? The x value, the center is not changing, right? The x value is not changing because it's on the center with respect to x, but the y values are changing. So we're going to add and subtract 3 from the what? Y value, okay? So our foci are going to be what? It's going to be 3, and then it's going to be what? 2 plus 3, and it's going to be 3 comma 2 minus 3, and so that's going to give us 3 comma 5 and 3 comma -1. Okay. Now, what about the vertices? Okay, now the vertices of the major axis, that's going to involve A, and again, it's going to be in the y direction because it's vertical. So this is going to be, again, 3, and in this case here, it's going to be what? 2 plus or minus 5. So it's going to be 2 plus 5, and then it's going to be 3, and then 2, oops, minus 5. And so the vertices are going to be 3 comma 7 and 3 comma -3. And then what about the endpoints for the minor axis? Okay, that's going to involve B, which is 4. So that means the endpoints for our minor axis is going to be what? 3. In this case, it's going to be 2 plus or minus 4. So it's going to be 3 comma 6 and 3, and then 2 minus 4 is -2. All right. And of course, now we've got the vertices that we can now graph. Okay? We know where the center is, and we know the 3 vertices. We can graph these by plotting the 4 vertices and then just drawing a smooth curve to connect all the dots. So it looks like a nice ellipse. All right.